sad. Fury erupts at Boris handling of food shortage crisis. It's a Brexit issue. Boris Johnson and his government have sparked fury over the way they are handling the escalating food shortage crisis sweeping through the UK, with one leading boss raging that Brexit is to blame. Richard Griffiths, Chief Executive of the British Poultry Council, wants the government to fast-track workers as the sector faces huge disruptions that have forced leading restaurants including Nando's and KFC to change or even cancel their service. He has blamed worker shortages following the UK's departure from the European Union for the issues the food industry is now facing. Mr. Griffiths said, "When you don't have people, you have a problem, and this is something we are seeing across the whole supply chain. The labour crisis is a Brexit issue." The British Poultry Council boss added the industry, which is responsible for producing half of all the meat eaten in the UK, is reporting vacancies of over 16%. He said, "The alarming number of gaps only continue to grow due to a government that continually acts against the best interests of British food producers." Elsewhere, Evora Foods, one of Britain's largest poultry producers, has dismissed claims the industry crisis is being caused by workers being told to self-isolate after receiving a notification from the NHS Test and Trace app. A spokesperson has instead blamed Brexit, and said, "Our concern is recruitment and filling vacancies when the UK workforce has been severely depleted as a result of Brexit. This is causing stress on UK supply chains in multiple sectors." The company added, "We're monitoring the situation closely and are putting in place measures to mitigate the strain on our supply chain, but this can only go so far." A government spokesperson said, "We have well-established ways of working with the food sector and are working closely with them to ensure businesses have the labor they need. We are looking at ways to help the sector recruit more domestic labor and invest in automation in order to reduce the reliance on migrant workers coming into the UK." The UK's food supply could be at risk as a result of the impact of climate change on agriculture around the world. MPs say the government needs to recognise the risks to national food security from importing 40% of food, including a fifth of fruit and vegetables from countries at risk of climate breakdown. The risks are heightened by uncertainty over trade after Brexit, according to the report from the Environmental Audit Committee. Its chair Mary Creer said, "We are facing a food security crisis, exacerbated by uncertainty over the UK's future trading position with the EU and the rest of the world. Ministers must now publish all the information they hold from Operation Yellowhammer on food security and likely costs in the event of a no-deal Brexit." Advertisement. More people are living in cities at risk from overheating and water shortages. They're breathing polluted air, eating more fast food and getting less exercise. What's needed is a planetary health champion to put this agenda at the heart of government. At Beckett's Farm Shop just outside Birmingham, the shelves are full of mainly local produce. But a closer look at the labels reveals that next to the English lettuce and tomatoes grown in Worcestershire are oranges from Spain and bananas from Jamaica. The farm's managing director Simon Beckett says they import goods because customers have come to expect to be able to buy the full range of fruit and vegetables all year round. He believes a move away from reliance on food from abroad will have an impact. Consumers will probably have to accept some form of change, he said. Certain things they can get now won't be readily available, stuff we import. So bananas, for example, will not be readily available at all. But I'm sure that over time that agriculture will adapt, farmers always do. Glass houses will go up and there'll be more of an annual production of produce.